Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by our friends over at Super 6. Now, every single one of you watching right now should know what Super 6 is. If you don't, here's what it is. All you got to do is correctly guess 6 Premier League results each week. It's free to play, and you have a shot at winning 250 grand. And not only that, if you join our league, the Pitch Side League, using the code PTCHS6, you also have a shot at winning a £100 classic football shirt voucher each round. It's super easy to play. As I said, correctly guess 6 scores every single week, enter your golden goal, hit submit, and you are all set. It is a free shot at winning, as I said, £250,000. So why not take part? You know, what's the worst that's going to happen? There's already been 3 Super 6 jackpot winners, and you could be the 4th. Or me. You never know, because I'm pretty good at predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are following us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Give us a 5-star rating. It massively helps us out. Enjoy.
So we have a happy little man behind the cameras over there, don't we? Because
he's no little man.
The real United lost to the United of the Newcastle.
Mate, Newcastle dominated them.
They were excellent.
Right.
And Bruno G is... I feel like he gets better.
Knees.
I feel like he gets better.
Yeah, he does.
But I tell you, what happened
Every game,
what
he just
happened
impresses
to Man
me.
United? Like, Rashford was quiet.
Newcastle were excellent.
Do you know what was interesting about that game? Rashford obviously starts on the left as always. Came up against Trippier, was like, I can't do this.
Trippier was
went
quality
across
as
to Dan
well.
Burn, tried the same sort of stuff. Was like, I'm giving up, and then somehow floated like in between both left wing and right wing for the remainder of the game. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that Ten Hag and Luke Shaw both said that Newcastle weren't better; they just wanted it more.
Yeah, it's a cop-out,
First,
sore loser.
first of all, that's embarrassing to even say that out loud.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's not true. They were just beaten by a better team on the day.
Mate, Newcastle could have been 4-0 up.
Yeah, they battered them.
Yeah.
They had like an XG of like 4 something.
Yeah.
Also, you know how we always talk about St. Max doesn't really have that full end product. He's a bit rash when it comes into the final third.
He's
His
so
header across to
difficult.
Joe Willock was so smart.
He's so difficult to defend though, because he's so fast and tricky. Like, yeah, okay, he can spoon the odd one or make the wrong decision, but you wouldn't want to play against him.
way.
No,
I think in that game though, he made all the right ones. So like, there was a time where Dalot is having nightmares right now thinking about that game, and like he cut it back to Willock, who
In the
slashed
first
it
half,
over the
should have
bar.
scored, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
It's like he'd have more assists if we were capable of finishing a chance.
No, but that's what I mean. That's why St. Maximin isn't world class, because if he performed like that every week, you could say that about anyone, can't you? But if he made the right decision,
Consistency.
it's decision making. That's why Saka's the best, because his decision making.
and Trippier.
Well, yes, but he's a right back. But
Yeah,
okay.
but in terms of like as a football player, he's so consistent. I mean, look at the delivery for Callum Wilson's goal.
Such a good cross.
Callum Wilson to score that header and then to
As a
beat
second
Lindelof
touch.
in the air. Do you think?
I think Neville was saying about Trippier, which I thought was bang on. He's not just an excellent footballer; it's off the pitch as well. And it's the way he presents, and it's like when
role
you think
model.
when you think about Newcastle in the last 10, 15 years, they haven't had players like that, have they? Like they've had, I don't know, a Joey Barton or do you know what I mean? Players who've
Trippier's-
just bought
yeah.
like crap to the club. Whereas
He's a professional.
Yeah,
he's an actual professional.
But he's been a professional at the top level, which
Yeah.
it filters down to the rest of them, doesn't it?
He's a good skipper.
Yeah,
I think he's good for someone like Joe Willock, who is young and, you know,
he's been good as well lately.
but in
like,
terms of like looking up to someone like Kieran Trippier is good for a player like Joe Willock. But
Isak was excellent. I don't like the notion of just go. Man United were awful, and without Casemiro, they are pitiful. But I think it was more to do with Newcastle being very good.
I agree.
I agree as well. Like if you look at the game as well, I do agree.
You're joking?
No, if you notice, like in the game, our press, like in the first half especially, like De Gea was time wasted.
Yeah,
He couldn't find the pass. He kept having to go
Shaw
long.
was
When every time they went short,
couldn't get it out.
yeah, it was out of play.
Mate, speaking of De Gea, was United's best player. He made some really good saves.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it could have
yeah.
easily been 5. Like, no,
Yeah, but he's just they can't get out with him because he has to boot it long because he can't pass wind. He's just I can't believe they're going to give him a new contract.
who do you think's the best Bruno?
G
Gee.
for sure.
I'm surprised that you agree. Yeah,
Nah, for sure.
But
Fernandez is very good.
Some
but
of it is personality accounted for as well.
no, he's a better footballer than Fernandez.
Well, I mean both.
They're slightly different
Both
players.
show.
Do you think Man United have a problem in the summer with Fred and McTominay? Because clearly without Casemiro, that is an issue.
Fred should have played. I don't know why Fred didn't play yesterday. I think he in that type of game with Newcastle's midfield, which is high energy, just cutting about the pitch. They needed someone like a Fred because McTominay doesn't get about the pitch.
Fred suits high energy.
He would have suited that yesterday. Like, don't get me wrong. Once he gets the ball, he just gives it away. But at least you'd get the ball for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's a shame because Sabitza's actually a really good player. He just gets overwhelmed when there's...
Yeah, he's just not... Yeah, he can't...
He just needs Cassie next to him.
Cassie.
They need...
Yeah, they're a bit man for control and then a guy next to him. Because, I mean, Bruno was playing in the pivot. McTominay was in the 10.
Which was weird,
I don't understand that.
United also
Anthony terrible again.
Yeah.
He had a shot on target. United also have a big problem in Wout Weghorst. Like, I love Wout Weghorst.
Why do you love him?
Because he's a hero of my FIFA series.
Yeah, like a...
Yeah, but he's not good enough for Man United.
No, he's not.
Simply that. Like,
and a lot of United fans are now coming around to the idea that he's just, albeit a great guy, and obviously he's helped the team in the situation that they're in, but he's not the level that United need as a number 9.
Who do they get?
Well, we all think Kane, right?
Harith Kenneth.
Yeah.
Built for it, isn't it?
They also want Osimhen, don't they?
No, Arsenal get him.
But again, are they going to pay 130 million?
No, they might do. It's Man United.
Yeah.
They aren't no stranger to splashing cash and wasting money.
I think
Who would you get though? Who would you sooner have, Harry Kane or Osimhen?
Kane.
But Osimhen gives you 7-8 years.
Yeah, but I think United are just looking for the now. Like they want Kane.
What, are you asking me if it's the same price?
No. So,
I think
it'd be Osimhen at whatever it's 130, and then Kane at whatever they get him.
Kane.
No, give me the price for Kane.
50 mil.
No, is there going to be more?
No.
That's, I'm giving you a price.
Last year of his contract.
Yeah.
Levy trying to get 80 minimum.
There's no way. There's no way. It's
No
like
way.
30 last year of his contract. I think
they'd take 80, or otherwise he'd rather just run it down.
That's what he'd be priced.
I think
So we're going
He's the most valuable player to that club,
Definitely.
even with
Kane
no
could
contract.
win Man United the Premier League next season. I don't think Osimhen could.
No, you know what? No, I thought that they need 5 or 6 players. United.
Or Tony.
Still.
All right, let's go. Let's do a 3. Let's go. Ivan Tony at 50, Kane at 80, or Osimhen at 110.
Kane at 80.
Tony.
I agree. I think Tony at 50 is best.
Kane at
price, is it?
80.
Give me Tony at 50, then go and spend 60, 70, 80 million on another centre half or midfielder, or
Ooh, fair enough.
maybe not centre half, but another
centre-half,
midfielder.
Do you think it's a bit weird how obviously they're only 1-0 down, but Ten Hag just like took off all their defenders?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of things that was
Yeah,
weird
I do
about
And they
United.
took off all their defenders, and Newcastle started dominating even more.
Yeah.
No, but Eddie Howe made the right subs as well because Newcastle were on top and he went for the kill, didn't he?
It was just it's a tale of two managers there, tale of two teams, tale of
Yeah, I think they are completely out. They were outplayed,
And it's also-
outbattled, outcoached.
Gary Neville even said this was the best atmosphere I've heard of.
I was going to say it's also an unbelievably difficult ground to go to as well.
When it's like that, it is, yeah.
And to go 1-0 down to them as well, just
And then now up to third.
exactly.
very tight though.
How's it looking?
I get a bit worried
It's a good trim to go, you know. It's a
Do you know
good
what?
trim to go.
I'm actually not that. I'm not worried about that one. I kind of want to do it.
The thing, this is an annoying thing. I said,
after they lose the game, I'm like, I've been looking at myself with bold
kinda-
filters on. It's quite nice.
I mean, I wanted to lose the bet anyway.
I said from the start, man. He'll look good, bald. You'll be all right.
No, we're not. It's
I
going to
tell
be
you
like
what,
a grade 2.
I tell you what we'll do.
Whoa,
Grade
grade
two. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, it's not a buzz cut. It's bold. It's like
Fuck off.
clean.
No,
trim. We're putting V on your head.
He made me agree to that.
No, I think it's razor now.
Tell you what we do.
Oh, now you do. Yeah.
Razor.
I tell you what we do. We up the stakes.
But
and
United have the
if
same
Brighton-
points,
and
goal
if-
difference.
And if Brighton finish above United as well, you get a seagull tattoo on the forehead.
I'll do that. That's not going to happen. Actually, no, that's not
Yeah,
going to work.
you know what? Spurs are in trouble. You know
No, they're not.
they are. They are in trouble because they played more games than everyone else around them, and they're now slipping below.
I'll tell you why Spurs are in trouble is because they're a mess.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
But yeah, I don't understand what you're trying to say here.
Well, because you know,
They've been in trouble before.
Yeah, but
Conte
last
left,
week,
and now they're in
before
trouble.
Conte left, like they were third. It's like they're in trouble, but how are they still there?
I wouldn't have
Now
sacked
they're
him
slipping.
out of principle. I would have made him finish his contract. That's
You
not
will
serious.
do your job.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
I wouldn't have given him the satisfaction of the payout. I would have made him stay to the summer. So what if we don't get Champions League? Do your job.
So
and
who
shut
finishes
up.
where in the top 6?
I think they'll finish 6th. Spurs.
Spurs 6th, 5th is
Brighton.
Brighton.
Got to be Brighton.
Brighton.
Brentford, man.
Brighton
Brentford
fifth.
keep like, Brentford just keep fucking winning or picking up
but
points.
Brighton
Aren't they level with? They've played 28 games, but they're level with Brighton.
Yeah.
I think
And
Brighton,
have
it'll
two
be
games
Brighton
now.
or
Yeah.
Brighton, Spurs, Brentford will be 5th, 6th, 7th. I'm not sure on the order. Then,
United.
yeah, then it's going to be either Newcastle, United.
it's gonna be-
Which one you going with though? Which
Look,
one?
I
We
still
already
think.
know which one he's going with.
I still think United. I
You
still,
reckon?
yeah,
I think
do,
I
yeah.
think United.
Yeah, I still think United will finish third.
I think United.
Yeah, I think United will finish 4th, and then United will finish third.
Yeah, but you know what? It's going to be an exciting end to the season in more ways than one. Top half, you got the 5th, 6th area, you got the relegation.
Yeah,
It's
and then
good.
you've just got Chelsea and Villa doing.
No,
nothing on the
you've
beat.
actually got a good point because for once, I mean, what is that? 8 games left, 9?
Yeah.
10?
10 for some, 8 for some.
We've still got everything to be
Everything
decided.
to play for going into the latter stages of the season.